So, early yesterday morning, the first official trailer for Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis hit the internet, and I was very curious to see more of this film and learn a little bit more about the story. And, well, it kicks off with an aspect that I wasn't quite anticipating. With voiceover from Lawrence Fishburne, it essentially goes through the history of Francis Ford Coppola's films that were supposedly initially not loved by critics, but went on to become classics. And I'm going to pull up a few of those right now. This was one for The Godfather, which is one of my favorite films of all time. Then there was one for Apocalypse Now. Interesting choice. And then, if I can pull it up here, there was one for Dracula. Now, I haven't actually seen Apocalypse Now or Dracula, if I'm being completely honest, but I know for a fact that Apocalypse Now is a pretty well-acclaimed film, and obviously, so was The Godfather. I mean, it won Best Picture, so I'm not quite sure why Lionsgate would think that it wasn't critically acclaimed when it came out. And then the trailer kicks off. And honestly, after watching that first bit, it kind of pulled me away from the trailer. When I went back to actually watch the footage from Megalopolis without watching the beginning, I realized just how confusing I found that gimmick from Lionsgate. And I understand, I think, what they were going for. The film debuted to very mixed reviews at the Cannes Film Festival earlier this year, and I can understand why they would think that leaning into those could be a unique marketing gimmick. But here's one major issue, and there's a quote in Variety yesterday, if I can pull that up, that basically states that these pull quotes were fake. And aside from one that I actually didn't put in this video from Roger Ebert, they used it from his review of Tim Burton's Batman film. Yeah, so I still don't quite have my whole thoughts wrapped around this because it's just weird. If I'm being honest, it's just a weird idea. And Lionsgate has since gone on to apologize, saying that they screwed up. And yeah, I think maybe leaning into the negative reviews more respectfully could have worked a little bit more in their favor. But that's for the reviews of the actual film, not putting words in mouths of very well-known critics in the industry. Honestly, this has kind of dwindled my intrigue in Megalopolis, just given all of the controversy that has surrounded the film. I don't even know what to think anymore. And I wasn't originally going to make a video about this, and I was just going to leave it be. But over the past day and a half, really, I've just been thinking about this. And as you can see, if I can pull it up, the Rotten Tomato score, this is what I would lean into. I would lean into this. And I think had they done that, we wouldn't be in the situation that we're in, where they have since pulled the trailer offline. That would have been the better way to market the divisive nature of the film, instead of Francis Ford Coppola as a whole, and let alone the whole fabricating reviews from well-known critics. I mean, any critic. Whether they're well-known or not, this just felt wrong. And I again, it dwindled my excitement for the film. So I hope that a new trailer is put out, maybe late this week. It's at the time I'm recording this, it's Thursday night, so maybe Friday morning, Friday afternoon, before the weekend hits, maybe Lionsgate can try and course correct here, put out a trailer that is just footage from Megalopolis, highlight some positive reviews from the film and turn this this unfortunate negative situation that could have been completely preventable into something more positive for the film as it approaches that September release date. That's just my quick thoughts on this whole situation. And again, I still haven't wrapped my head around this whole situation. This just isn't what I thought we would see happen when a trailer for Megalopolis would be released. So, what are your thoughts on this whole situation? Have you seen the trailer for Megalopolis? Did it increase your excitement? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope that we can look at a new trailer sometime in the near future and spin this whole conversation into a more positive aspect for the film as we approach that release date. Thank you so much for watching this video. Starting on Monday, I will be beginning a weekly segment called the Weekly Watch List, where I will be highlighting the upcoming films both on PVOD and streaming. I also hope to start doing box office recaps, which will also debut on Mondays. The Weekly Watch List is geared towards more of a short form video, whereas the box office recap will be a more in-depth look at the box office from the previous weekend. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for more exciting videos and announcements here in the near future, and I will see you in the next one.